Greetings, Commanders. Jurassic here. Today we're back with another Deliverance to the Moon. Oh, this one opens. In emergencies, use Moon Hub's construction gear to enter the office. Do not share. Moon Hub's construction gear. Okay, so it looks like the code is 2032. Alright, so we have another excerpt to listen to. This is a little bit of a recap from last episode, but we'll go and listen to it again.
Quarters. Do you read me?
Copy that, Sarah. I hear you. Anything interesting?
Everything's deserted, so nothing new here.
Sarah, Rolf, this is Pearson Control. Our time's running out. Take the elevator back up here to make it in time for evacuation. You've got 2 minutes.
Negative, Control. MPT network is still offline.
Leave it. We have to go. Head to the elevator now. I'm not putting anyone at risk.
Understood. Wrapping up now. Sarah, you heard Control. Are you almost here? Sarah, come in. Everything okay? Come in.
Rolf, get over here quickly. An AZ unit just activated, but something's not right. The doors are locked behind me.
What do you mean? We've got to go.
I'm serious, Rolf. Get over here. I can't get out.
30 seconds or you're too late for evac. Head to the elevator
Negative,
now.
Control. Engineer Baker requires immediate assistance. We need more time.
Evacuation procedure cannot be delayed.
Negative.
I'm calling up the elevator now.
Negative, Control. Control.
No, guys! There's still time! I just need some help! Rolf, are you still there?
So the only thing that we know is we believe that Sarah was left here. I don't know if Rolf actually got on the space elevator or if he stayed like a good colleague. I assume he left the way he was talking. All right, so if it's not the ping pong score, let's try this. 2032. So I wonder where that other code comes into play. Oh! Alright, so let's see. Fight fire with fire! Oh, but sorry, mister, I gotta go to the other side. So let's move over here. Then theoretically this should be able to turn them off, right? So do it in the front. Or we're just supposed to sneak around and get to it. Alright, so I think we have enough time. Let's just run for it. Then from here, we pull the power cell out. Now he's deactivated. Nice! I was thinking that our little drone was supposed to like shock that area to actually like open it, but obviously they changed the way they did it. Alright, so this just takes us back to the main room. So we're going to have a little bit of a look around the corner just to see like, surely this has to be something too, right? Oh, that was a shortcut. So now we can actually power up the vehicle bay. Which is what the one of the notes was talking about. So you need 2 power cells to get to the vehicle bay. So we take the one from the crew quarters that we're now done with.
Crew quarters offline.
But see how it has like 2 LEDs, so I assume we're going to need 2 different power cells, and now both those are on.
Online.
Vehicle bay is now powered online. But this other robot. Okay, so we can walk through here. Enter. We can actually drive? What? Oh, this is gonna be cool. Alright, so hold on. So before we do that, let's check upstairs, see if there's like anything cool to explore. I had no idea that we would actually be able to drive a moon rover though. Now I guess we just drive the vehicle up to the door and then it automatically opens? There we go. It sounds like it clicks open that way. And 3. Dude, this is really cool. I was not expecting this at all. Just like a little bit of a car wash. Bump up a little bit more. Furnace Crater, 2059, 5 years after the blackout. Now, for anyone curious, it doesn't appear like we have like any boosters or anything on the moon rover, so everything's going to stick mostly to the ground. It looks like we have 2 different areas that they're wanting us to like look towards, so I guess let's get this tower over here on the left, then we'll focus on the one over there. Now, for a game that I was not expecting to have like any vehicle controls at all, it actually handles the moon rover really nice. Now, I assume we leave the vehicle here. We have 3 minutes of no oxygen, but we should be able to come over here, smack this little airlock, it'll be fine. Such a cool detail actually having like the oxygen pump out of the helmet whenever you refill it. I didn't even notice that before. Tell me all this future, we have to do the peasant work of using a ladder? Airlock. Alright, so we have 3 minutes to get all the way up to the top of this tower. And I assume we're just relining the dish. And the real question is, it seems like this game actually takes into like physics relatively well. Oh, that's empty? So I'm wondering, like, if we jump off this pillar here, are we going to take any fall damage, or do you think that we would like float down to the ground like nice and soft like? But an emergency? I feel like being the last human on Earth is probably an emergency. Alright, so that was just some oxygen supplies. So we weren't doing too bad at oxygen. I bet we could have done it without that one. The graphics in this game are actually really nice. I believe this game came out in 2018, if I remember correctly, based on the Steam listing. Now you're talking. We're actually in an elevator. This is Commander Cretaceous here, looking to connect to the tower. Now, the real question is, are we going to need to like rotate the tower around to connect it that way, or do we just like connect it to the main hub? Because it looks like it's right over here. All right, so we can raise it with the W key. There we go. Tower is connected. We do it. Feel like that was mission success. Right now, from what it appears, it looks like we only have 2 towers that we need to realign back to the main hub here. And that should allow the MPT to go online. Now, I think we still need to figure out like the power situation around here. And since you guys are killing it with the views on this, we'll definitely be checking out Deliver Us Mars. Wait for the security check to go by. And we are at go. Bar number 2. I assume it's going to be a very similar layout here. Now, last time, I don't think we actually needed the oxygen, even though we stopped for it. So this time, I might actually just try to push it and see, like, can you actually make it to the top in the time limit? Well, this is not the same as last time. Why is the door not powered? Let's see here. So you? Aha! Good job, little buddy. So I guess if you were like being chased by something, you could turn the power off right there and they wouldn't be able to follow you. Because as soon as you enter that place, you automatically get your oxygen back, so it's not like you're on like a huge time constraint doing this. And plus, I mean, if you take like the normal lunar path and just like jump, unfortunately, I guess we would have to like go back through the tower like twice technically to get up top to like jump down to see if it actually does do like the gravity physics, which might be fun to test. Okay, so this facility is definitely a lot more dangerous. So I'm wondering if this is the one that was either working or not working at all. Interesting thing, as soon as you sit down in this seat, I believe it refills your oxygen since it doesn't actually have that limit anymore. This guy was definitely way out of line. Alright, so let's come all the way over here to the right. We should be able to see the building here in a second. Need to raise it up some. Target is a go. Okay, so vehicle bay online, station power, so the MPT network is still offline. So I guess the camera view was showing us that it worked.
God, I hope that's true. We saw what happened at Pearson. I thought you were... But just now, we detected activity in the MPT network. We haven't seen that in years. It seems to have been a local power transmission, isolated from the power source at the Tombo facility. Something must be wrong at the reactor there. Tombo isn't close, though. Traveling by foot would be suicide. Perhaps you can find another means of transportation inside Moon Hub. Vacation, I hope.
Wait a minute. Was I supposed to be on foot this whole time? But I just, you know, have click some buttons and end up with the moon rover early. Because that's really weird that she's just now like, oh, by the way, you can use a vehicle to go travel around. Not disappointed in it. I'm curious if this is going to take us back to the facility to then like introduce us to the fact that we can get a vehicle. So it looks like it's taking us right back here. Unless that was a delayed transmission, because I mean theoretically, transmission probably was a long time ago by the time we actually got it. Alright, hold on, I gotta look now. Do we actually get any facts on the moon rover? Nice plain white flag. We're gonna drive the Doom Buggy. Oh, that would've been so cool. A director's chair? What movie they're trying to film over here? Yeah, okay, so it just says run diagnostics at the MPT control center. So we have to run all the way back to the facility. Alright, so now that we're back inside the facility here. Run diagnostic? MPT transmitter and receiver online. Connection to the MPT network not established. No incoming MPT signal from the Thomberg reactor facility. Diagnosed at the MPT Thomberg reactor facility. Monorail to Thomberg reactor facility offline. Okay, so we have to figure out where this monorail is. Power system. Just gonna go on a monorail? Okay, this is getting fancy.
Today we find ourselves at a crossroads. catastrophic events that have unfolded at the Tombo facility have opened our eyes to the truth that cannot be denied. We have lost friends, colleagues. Our fellow colonists gave their life for a hopeless cause, for a dying planet that we could never sustain. We used to call it home. Our pale blue dot. But the Earth we know today is a withered husk, a shadow of its former self. The MPT chained us to a barren rock. But no more. All of you gathered here are survivors. You're here because you're mankind's strongest, the smartest, the brightest. Together, we will dare to lead and risk greatness. Start a new age of discovery. Like our ancestors that fateful moment they first set out to explore new worlds. We can turn back and confine ourselves to a dying planet. Or we can look outward. Now is the time to act. Make your decision and make it now. A new beginning dawns for humanity, and it dawns today.
Going off of the little station map here, it looks like the monorail is actually the final step to the Copernicus Moon Hub. So I don't know if going to like this next area is going to open up like more places we're going to have to run through. That is a possibility. But regardless, we got to go back to the vehicle bay and take a trip on the monorail. I didn't even realize that's what this was when we were running by it. On the wrong side? Yes, we are. We're fine. We're an astronaut. We can take a few hits to the ankles. It's the worst that could happen, right?
What was that speech all about? MacArthur can't decide this on his own now, can he?
Look, we don't call the shots here, okay? Now help me out with this stuff.
Put that down, Frank. Don't you know what helium is for? Don't you think it's strange it's here instead of next to the reactor it's supposed to power?
Of course I do. It's just
what? Should we accept everything they say? Do you even realize what the consequences are if we leave while the MPT is offline?
What choice do we have? What do we really have to go back to? Floods, dust storms, blazing heat? I'm done. The Council's giving us a second chance, and I'm not wasting it. Now I'm done talking. Just give me a hand.
Interesting, so they took the helium away from the reactor that they needed to put it at. So the real question is, are we going to need that to actually like move on to the next area? I assume we just sit in the driver's seat? Station is a go. Jurassic in little robot. Preparing for takeoff. Am I supposed to click anything? Nah, we're good.
This is Sarah Baker, lead engineer at Pearson Space Station. I was sent to investigate the blackout together with station mechanic Rolf Robertson. I was attacked by an AZ unit and lost consciousness. The reasons for this attack remain unclear. It seems my expedition partner has left, and I am unable to contact Pearson Space Station or any of the other facilities. I'm going to cross the frontier now, passing Copernicus Outpost 1, to get to Tombo and try to figure out what caused the MPT failure. Whoever finds this, please try to contact me. Alex, end recording.
So she might be alive. Now this is the facility that I was trying to drive to and it kept saying out of bounds, so it's really interesting to see that you had to take the monorail here. So I feel like the moon rovers could have done it, but maybe like they didn't have the gas mileage for it, possibly. Or solar mileage, I don't know how they are actually powered. I assume it would probably be some sort of solar, that way, you know. Not exactly easy to find a gas station out on the moon. Alright, so hold on. Check the notepad first. Frank has the code. That's great. Where is Frank? Alright, station power is online. The MPT network is offline. Issue 19, June 2054. Space Tech Magazine. Helium on the Moon. Essential to humanity's survival on Earth. In the summer edition, we sit down with the pioneering architect and Lunar Council member, Dr. Isaac Johnson, to highlight the many obstacles and triumphs of developing the MPT.
All Copernicus 1 colonists, this is an evacuation. The reactor at Tombow has suffered a critical malfunction. We're here to evacuate you to Copernicus Moon Hub.
Whoa, calm down. Who sent you?
We're here on official orders of the Lunar Council.
The Lunar Council? Frank, do you see anything strange happening across the MPT network?
I've got nothing out of the ordinary. Tombow seems fine to me.
Perhaps you could explain a bit more first.
This is for your own safety. The situation will be explained by the Council when all colonists arrive at Moon Hub.
So, MacArthur calls the shots now, huh?
We don't have time for this. Just take them.
What? Get your hand!
Oh, they forcibly took him?
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. We're progressing to stage 2. Outpost crew and the package are on their way to Moon Hub. We didn't receive any word from the others at Reinhold, though.
Good work, Evac. Wait for them to pass Outpost 1. Contact me again when the second evacuation crew arrives. Over and out.
Something strange is happening here. Alright guys, that's going to be for today. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one where we figure out how to power this facility on. And I'm really curious to see, like, is it actually like ending to the series already? If so, it is a fairly short game, but it's actually really cool. And like I said, whenever we finish this one, if you guys are enjoying it like it seems like you guys are, we'll definitely be checking out the Deliver Us Mars.